Whoa, you caught me. But that's not a problem. I expect you to. Well, if you don't understand that joke, that's because you didn't watch my previous video. But you don't have to watch it as of now, because I'll make sure by the end of this video you understand that joke. But that's not why we're here. We're here because we're gonna be talking about the three main things that cause us to fail, or the three underlying reasons why majority of us fail. Why does the majority of us? We all fail. But then the question is, what do we do to minimize the risk of failure? And when we do fail, what do we do to, get back up and get back our feet? Get back. Why does this keep happening to me? But that's not what we're here. Let's just talk about it. So this video, I'm going to be talking to you about three things, and you might have an idea about them already. You might have watched videos, tons of videos that discuss about failure, becoming successful, and all. Or that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about answering questions, giving you underlying answers that you probably don't have full ideas about. So that's why we're here. Now, right off the bat, what I'm going to go on to the very first reason why we fail, and that's the illusion of time. Now, time illusion, I define it as you believing that you have ample amount of time. And when you think you have so much time, you tend to relax. And when you relax, you tend to not do the things that you're meant to do in order to get to where you want to be. I believe that's very clear. Now, the illusion of time is applicable in many forms, and we tend to not even understand it. We tend to not understand it. We tend to take it for granted. We tend to not even realize that we are believing in time illusion. Now, let's put this into perspective. You have a project to go about with. You have something that you're meant to do, but then the deadline is 3 months from now. So you tell yourself, well, I've got so much time, bro. I mean, it's 3 months from now, and I could take it slow. I could do it at my own pace. I could do this. I could that. No, you don't do that. The simple fact is, when you believe you have enough time, you tend to slow down. But that's not a bad thing to slow down. The bad thing is you not doing anything and expecting, not say expecting, you're not doing anything, and then at the brink of the time going out, you realize that, well, I haven't done anything, and then you look back and what were you doing exactly? You were watching Netflix, movies, hanging out with friends, sleeping, playing video games, which those in themselves are not bad, but then when you're doing them in exchange for what you are meant to be doing to ensure that you succeed at your goal, because you believed that you had enough time to do those things and still achieve a goal. So how do we combat this time illusion? How do we work against it in order to fulfill our duty, our goal, to achieve whatever it is that we are trying to achieve within a specific time period? Well, it's simple. The moment your topic, your project, your plan is revealed to you, let me just use that statement, is revealed to you, it's best to have a schedule planned out. And when you have a schedule planned out, you have what you want to do at a specific time for a specific period of time. Now, those sound like that sounds like tautology, but it's not. You have something you want to do at a specific time for a specific period of time. When you put that into consideration, you'll be able to plan out your actions and then work along with achieving those goals that you are setting for yourself. But then we have the second part of the second reason why we tend to fail, and that second reason is something that affects or works hand in hand with the very first reason. So on to the second reason. Second reason is failing to expect the unexpected. Now, you might have combated the weakness of time illusion, where you think you have ample of amount of time, but then in this case you're actually working with the time you have. You know you have 3 months to go, and then you know how to go about each phase of your project. Now, within that journey, from point of beginning to an end, there is going to be unexpected things that come up. That's why there's this statement that says, time and unforeseen occurrence overtakes every single one of us. I don't know if you've heard of that. But if you haven't, I hope you're hearing it today. So you need to put into consideration the fact that even if you've made several plans, even if you've made thousands of steps that you want to go step by step with, there's going to be something that's going to make you go off track. Well, it's simple. When you go off track, have it in the back of your mind that you have a main track that you are on already. So even though you're on that side track, you have to keep it in mind that I have to finish this side track as quickly as possible and get back to my original track. When you have that type of mindset, you're able to know, okay, I have a clear goal in mind. No other thing that comes in from the way is going to prevent me from achieving that goal in mind. And even if it's going to prevent me from achieving that goal directly, you'll be able to say, fine, okay, I'll go the other way around. So I think it's something that we have to prepare ourselves for. It's not going to be automatic, but you have to prepare for it. That way of saying that you have to prepare for the unexpected. You have to expect the unexpected. That way you don't get completely sidelined and then your project fails or you get confused as to where to continue or how to continue. I hope that's clear. If that is, why don't we go on to the third reason, which is very important, and that is lack of support. Now, no man is an island. The fact is, we are designed to be able to survive on our own with the basic knowledge of things, the basics of being able to survive with water, being able to look for what is food, what is edible, what is not edible. In the form, in the world of projects, in the world of achieving success, in the world of setting goals and attaining those goals, we also have that basic instinct of surviving on our own. But then that doesn't mean we're enough to survive on our own completely because there are things that you would need the assistance of others, and that's the beauty of the internet. Don't try to achieve your goals with your own mind alone. You have to be able to tap into the vast sea of knowledge that we have in our world today. And how do you do that? You go up into the internet. There's the internet for you. There's Google. There's other search engines that you could go through. There's so much information that you could browse through and use that information to refine your idea, to upgrade yourself, to build yourself. And that's why you see many people encouraging you to read books, listen to music, listen to podcasts, listen to this. Those are beautiful. That is not physical if that's not physical support. That's support for your mind. But then there are projects that you have to embark on that require you to have physical support. So you have to do your best to get as much support as you can in whatever area of your project that you are working on. That way you maximize success rate of that project. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, you could leave a comment for me in the comment section. And just in case it does, you could also let me know what part of this video is most useful to you. But that said, I'm going to summarize this for you. So, just in case you didn't want to go through all that, here's here's a summary of the video. So, number one reason why we tend to fail is believing that we have ample amount of time, which most times we do not. Second reason is believing that since we have a set plan, since we have a schedule, everything's going to go smoothly. And then when unexpected things come up, we get sidelined, we get confused. But when you expect the unexpected, of course, preparing for situations whereby you have to leave your main track in order to solve a side problem, but having it in mind that you have to return to your main track as quickly as possible. Number three is gain as much support as you can. Now, if you don't gain as much support as you can, you're gonna get burnt out, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get confused as well. But when you get as much support, whether it's mental, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, you maximize the chances of success. And when you put all these three things together, if you failed at 100%, your failure of the rate of your failure is going to drop at least, I believe, confidently, to at least 30%. But then, who knows? Time and unforeseen occurrence might take us all. But then, that's something that we have to define. What exactly is time and unforeseen occurrence? Why don't you find out in the next video? If you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already and click on the notification bell so that you get the notification each time I release a new video. And that's it for this video. Catch me in the next video.